Hey yo, can I be honest? Like, just keep it all the way real, right? I don't really like people like that. Like, I don't like people like that. I we hear often about the different type of personalities, right? You know, you're introverted and extroverted, hybrid, etc. For me, I am a selective extrovert, which means that when I'm around the mass majority of people out in society, I don't like to be bothered. I don't want to talk. Like, you ever just came across one of those people like in the supermarket and you're in line and they're in line and they just start talking to you about their day or just talking to you about just something and you're just like sitting there in line and then you look back, you're like, yeah. That's kind of how I am. I'm not rude by any means, but I've just learned that as I've aged over the course of my life, that I just really don't want to be bothered with people. I love people. I really do. I care about people. I have done things for people. I've given homeless people rides. I know that's probably pretty dangerous, but I felt in my gut it was okay. I've given them rides to their destination. I've lent money to people. Like, I've given to people, and I do things for people. So I really do genuinely love people just for the simple fact that they're human. But I just don't like to be around everybody, if that makes any sense. If the vibe is off, I'm going to be uncomfortable. If the conversation is going in a way that I really don't want to be a part of, it's going to make me uncomfortable, and it's going to make me just be like, you know what? I got to I got to get out of here, man. I got to dip, man, because if y'all are just sitting up here talking about women, like if I'm around a bunch of guys, for instance, if you all are just talking about women and y'all know I'm married, so why are you asking me how I feel about that woman or that woman or this woman or this woman? I'm like, who do you got a crush on? I'm like, I got a crush on my wife for the last 20 years, So I have learned that as we age and mature, and even when you're younger, we have to be very, very selective with who we choose to talk to. We got to be very, very selective, because if you just allow anybody into your life and allow anybody to speak into your life, to plant those seeds subliminally, you will start to manifest thoughts and behaviors that naturally really don't come from your mind. And have you ever found yourself saying, man, why am I like thinking about this and that? Or why am I all of a sudden saying things that I didn't used to say? Well, it's probably because of the company that you keep. I'm just being real. Humans are extremely influenced easily. Like, we are so influential. It's not even funny. You could take a person who does not like country music at all and then put them around a bunch of people who do like country music, and that they keep hearing it over and over and over and over every day in and day out. At some point, our brains are so sophisticated, we start to remember lyrics, melodies that we really don't even want to remember or want to even sing, but then they're there in our minds because we've already they're trapped. You hear them. It's conditioning for the most part. And then all of a sudden now you like country music because you were around people who really like country music. So, and the same could be said about, somebody who does not do any type of drugs. If you put them around somebody who always, smokes a little something something, or snorts a little something something. And that integrity of yours and the fact that you don't do it will allow you to avoid it for so long. But peer pressure always gets the best of people after so long. And before you know it, now you're the one doing puff puff pass or participating. Now you're the one looking like Tony Montana with powder on your nose. Now you're the one, where that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like now you acting weird because of the external influence, I'll say, of the people that you hang around. So that's why it's like so important for us to just mind the company that we keep. And when I say that I don't like people, I'm not saying it from a place of hatred. I'm not saying it from a place of just not desiring company, because I do love to talk to people. I love company, but the conversation has to be interesting to me. It has to be constructive. It's got to be something of value. I don't like empty conversations. Like, don't sit up and talk to me about basketball and football, and I don't care about that type of stuff. Like, talk to me about business. Talk to me about residual income, wealth. Talk to me about that different type of stuff. Talk to me about my faith. Talk to me about the things that I really care about. And these are the people that I tend to gravitate to. And I get it. All of us are different. What you may like, I may not like, and vice versa. And, if you like to be around really loud people, you may just be a very loud person yourself. So, have at it. But for me, I'm not the center of attention. I don't like the spotlight on me, and I don't want people in my business. And that's why I'm pretty low key. And that's probably why I don't like to just talk, just to anybody when I'm out and about. There's been times where I would go to the grocery store and I would see people. Y'all let me comment down below if you've ever done this before. I can't be the only person. There's been times I've gone to the grocery store and I would see somebody that I know, and I would be like, pew, like go the other way. And my wife's like, why do you do that? Like, why? And the weirdest thing is, every time I've ever done that, like 9 times out of 10, especially if it's a supermarket, I end up running into them at some point, like near the deli or the produce or something like that. I'm like, God, I'm like, ugh. And I try to avoid these people because some of them, they be wanting to talk like the whole time, or maybe it might be somebody I just don't really want to have words with at the moment. And it's just, I have my reasons. Like, I'm an in and out type of guy. I like to go get what I want to get, and I'm out. I'm not looking for any attention. I'm not looking for people. I just want to get in and get out. That's it. I'm thinking like, how can I make this trip as short as possible? Like, that's what's on my mind. Like, I'm always thinking about getting back here. Like, I'm always thinking about getting back home and not staying out. Some of y'all like to be out and about, and you just like to be around crowds, and you like to be around people. I don't like big crowds. Big crowds, that equals danger. That equals uncontrolled. Like, if I can't be in control, then I just don't want no part of the situation. So what I want everybody to do is to comment down below your personality type. Are you an introvert or an extrovert, or somewhere down the middle? I just, I'm interested in knowing. It would be interesting to figure out, what type of people watch my videos. The people that, y'all amazing individuals. This community, y'all are beautiful. So I would love for y'all to go ahead and interact with me down in the comment section. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, give it the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thoughts to reality manifested into action. Peace.